Great practice 8, really important practice for us. 2 reasons. I thought one, defensively by far our best practice. It really was neat to see it start in team run and create 3 turnovers in team run, which was awesome to see, and really got the run stopped. And then really I thought their best day at the pass rush, especially on one-on-one pass rush. I really thought the defensive line took a huge step forward. And then in our competition period today, to be able to put that ball down and work our 4-minute drill, which is really important for us. That means we're trying to end the game. We were put in that situation several times last year successfully, getting it done, and our offense had a situation on 3rd down. Defense got the stop, so another win for the defense on the day. Really proud of our defensive effort. Injury-wise, it was great to get a couple guys back out. You saw Osa get a little teamwork today. Chinna coming back, getting teamwork today. John Houston there at the end getting some teamwork. So it was good to get a couple guys back. Kenny Bigelow had his ACL reconstruction today. He's at Keck Hospital. He's doing wonderfully. It seems like it went well. We look forward to getting him rehabbed and wish him a speedy recovery. With that, I'll take any questions that you have.
Kenny Bigelow, a career kind of full of injuries. How do you keep a kid like that?
I thank goodness that he is such a mentally strong kid. I really think he came from great stock. He was trained by a coach named Dwayne Thomas back on the East Coast, and his high school coach really, I think, taught him and Khalil the talent of mental toughness. And this kid has always been positive, and you see him even after the injury, how he was leading guys. And I talked to him about, hey, you need to be a captain on this football team. You need to be Coach Bigelow now. The fact of the matter is, you look out there and there's a bunch of young guys. He's the oldest guy out there, and those kids listen to him and they respect him. They respect that he did coming back from that first injury. And now to have it again, he's just going to show his character again. There's something that is going to be truly bright for that young man, I promise you. He's got a very bright future, both on the field and off. I'm one of his biggest fans.
Where was Stephen Mitchell?
Stephen Mitchell today was out and just a little bit under the weather. We got a couple under the weather guys. Rojo under the weather and doing that. So we'll get everybody. I'm hoping to get some guys back here, health-wise and sickness-wise and all that.
What's the latest with the quarterback competition?
Right now, about the same. The one thing that I will say is I did see, I have seen 14, Sam Darnold make 2 really good practices, who really made some strides moving forward here, and proud of him. The light's kind of coming on for him now. All the installation's kind of done, and he's getting those reps that he had, in practice 1, and now he's doing things correctly, and you're seeing his talent take over. He's really competing, and it's a neat avenue to see. Those 2 guys, as well as the 2 young quarterbacks, are doing really well.
You said the first practice, there'd have to be a huge gap to name a starter by the end of the spring.
Mm-hmm. I don't see the huge one right now. There is a gap, and I think, obviously Max, I think, is in the lead right now. But you look at the plays that Sam's made over the last couple practices, he is flashing some brilliance out there. And we'll see. I mean, this started the second half of camp, and we've got some live situations that we'll put him in the next 3 Saturdays to see where they're at. But I'm really proud of him. I tell you what, Sam's doing a really good job, and Max keeps on showing his poise. He does. I don't ever get the feel like Max is looking over his shoulder. He kind of just has that, all right, this is my team. I'm going to go play. So it's a great situation we're in. We got 4 talented quarterbacks, and they're all getting better. Even Matt Fink today, I thought, had a heck of a deal, and in some one-on-one passes, showing his accuracy, and Jalen continues to show flashes.
Does that increase the chances then that you wait till summer to make
I don't know. Ask me that. I promise you, I'll let you know at the end of camp. About halfway through, I don't have the crystal ball. I just know how I feel right now. If there was a huge gap right now, I'd probably do something. But right now, both kids are battling, and I'd like to see them. I'd really like to have 3 more scrimmages and then make that decision of what we do and when we announce.
Will you scrimmage on Saturday?
We're going to do a little bit. We're a little bit injured, a little bit dinged, especially defensively. So we're going to have to be smart. It's not going to be a 100-play scrimmage. We're going to put them in certain situations, play some live football, and then do some individual drills. Play some live football, do some individual drills. I just don't want it 100 plays and all of a sudden I wind up with 3 more injuries. So got to be careful, but get good physical work.
What does it say about your defense with the numbers they've got? They're still doing what they're doing.
I'm proud of them. I tell you, and it was neat to stand over that ball and hear some leaders starting to emerge. To see a Chinna starting to emerge, a Porter Gustin starting to emerge, and really being vocal and confident. Mike Hutchings is having. He was the Trojan of the day yesterday. You know, his senior leadership and getting everybody lined up. The two safeties in Leon and Marvell starting to communicate. I thought at one point in time they were both mutes, and now they're starting to talk to one another and really communicating with the whole defense. And as they do that, we become a better football team. So it was tremendous strides today. Very, very proud of our defense.
Would you say the communication on this team, verbally amongst each other, is at a further along than maybe you thought, or compared to last year?
I would say that where we are right now, Clancy preaches it. It's a huge part because he doesn't have a lot of defenses, but he believes in everybody being on the same page and playing fast and everybody communicating. Line up in the formation, make the call, let's get lined up, let's do our assignment. He doesn't have 40 different defenses. He's got a few calls that these kids are going to be able to play fast with, but a big part of it is communicating with another. And from go to practice one, where it was barely a whisper, to now everybody's talking to one another, it's been great strides.
Is that something you get a better sense of without having
No,
a sound system?
yeah, no question. It's a great observation. One of the reasons that we eliminated the music, especially this time, you look at how many young guys there are on this football team, and it's not only about you getting the physical rep, but to me it's about a young kid getting the mental rep on the sideline and hearing the coach make the coaching point from the sideline, and him playing that mental rep in his mind and getting the coaching. And a lot of times you can't do that when the music's thumping in your ear. There's a time for that, you know. Pre-game, great, have music. Sometimes after that game and you get the big victory, the music. But in this setting right now, it's all about ball, and it's about us playing the game that we love and getting better technique and fundamentally. That's what spring football is.
Have there been any players or a player that's really somewhat surprised you so far this spring?
I love the strides. I talked earlier about how much strides Sedware is making at the running back position. I think our entire offensive line, from what they're doing, where they ended off last season to what they're doing now, they're another group that's communicating with one another. And when you look at those two senior tackles and three juniors in the middle, they're a very solid front. I've been really pleased with what Coach Callaway has done with those guys. Defensively, really the guy that I anticipated it from, but is making plays all over the field, is Biggie Marshall. I really wanted him to kind of be the guy that he finished off with at the UCLA game and continue that. He developed into I thought, one of the better players in our conference by the UCLA game, and he's carrying that over to spring. I was hoping for that, and he's doing that.
What about Quentin Powell, guy who played special teams the last couple of years, and now he's at middle line?
I tell you what, he's one guy, when Clancy came in, he said, hey, I'm giving everybody a clean slate. I remember what Quentin was, how much skill set he had, getting to the ball, kind of slithery as far as getting off blocks, and he's put him in a position to have a chance to compete and show senior leadership. And I think Quentin's the happiest guy that that Clancy's here, and it's given everybody the opportunity to show who they are and put it on tape, and everybody's competing out here. And we're really trying to formulate right now a solid 2 deep on defense. We're a little thin. If we can get that by that first ball game, we'll be very happy.
Leon McQuay looks pretty happy too.
Oh my goodness, another